And some of these are very, they're not small projects that freshmen or sophomore students really labored over to craft, but this isn't necessarily how we teach history today, so it's kind of interesting to see what they did.
Well, I think today, design to me is sort of a way of seeing things. To me, it's less about the skills of designing something specific, whether it's graphic design or interior design, and it's more like just a way of looking at the world holistically.
As designers, we are constantly learning and gaining insight so we can be informed, not just about the decisions that we make, design decisions that we make, but that we're adding something that's new and different and relevant. We want to end up with products that have meaning for people, are useful to people, and has something that contributes to usefulness. The word relevance is in there because meaning, usefulness. I mean, if it's meaningful and useful, it's probably going to be relevant to them, but it's also relevant to the time in which it's created.
And in the department for 50 years, I had to learn who most of these people were. So, a lot of what I learned about the history of the department came from sitting side by side with Charles Walschlager, the original person who was chair when the department started.
The majority of my inspiration comes from Mother Nature and the environment. As an interior designer, the industry is led by fashion, so color trends, fabric trends, all of that truly comes from fashion. But I would say that I am most inspired by how Mother Nature makes you feel.
Absolutely. The way you ask that question is an interesting point because it sort of implies there's a design and an other, and I don't see it that way. Although a lot of designers do, and we had this debate recently amongst some designers. But I look everywhere for design and for influences, pop culture, history, literature, really anything. Like some of my favorite design is sort of like political posters and ads, and some of the magazine covers that we've seen recently are just great design statements, but people don't see them as that. They see them as magazine covers or political statements, and I stand back and I say that's just a beautiful design statement because it tells a story.
I think that creating things is a really honorable thing. It's something that's important in our world as we're kind of growing and changing and evolving. And interpreting what that means is a really important thing. And I think we're just trying to make things better. Yeah.
One thing that I'd love to see designers, and especially Ohio State design and the design profession do more is kind of create more interaction with business people, sort of the left brain people, if you will, because I think the more we sort of stay in our bubble, our design bubble, the more we have a small impact on the world. And I think when we can kind of show finance people, marketers, the power of what design can do, there's no reason why somebody who has a design degree can't become the CEO of a company, but I think sometimes there's a reluctance to kind of, trust those folks. So it just takes time, but I think that can start on campus, where you have more interdisciplinary projects with MBA types and designers on the same team. So that's something I'm passionate about.
I don't think I would be as successful as a human being never having had a design education. The design education broadened my mind to look at things in a way that, instead of pointing out a problem, thinking about a solution.
Happy 50 years.
Happy 50 years.
Happy 50th year.
Happy 50 years, Department of Design. Go Bucks.
Happy anniversary! Congratulations!
Happy 50 years.
Happy 50 years.
Happy birthday, Department of Design. Happy 50th.
Happy 50 years.
Happy birthday, Department of Design.